Hey, what's up, you guys? I am so excited. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something now. Phew. This is the Mezco 112 Collective Amazing Spider-Man. This is a figure that I had no clue about. It was not on my radar because I didn't even know it existed. I had no clue. It got announced as a pre-order a year ago. And people have been waiting over a year for this figure, and I have not been waiting because I didn't know about it. I just recently found out about it, just recently. And when I saw some of the reviews on YouTube, I was like, I have got to get this figure. I have got to get it. So I'm in a little bit of pain, guys, just to sidetrack for a little bit. Usually I don't get personal with my videos, but I'm having some severe pain in my hands and my fingers. I really need to see a doctor. I'm going to go see a doctor tomorrow morning. So just keep me in prayer, guys. And if you do, I really appreciate that. God bless you all. And thank you. Now, back to the figure. So let me tell you something. Let me tell you something now. Let me tell you something. This figure, oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so, like, I did not think I would be this excited for a Spider-Man figure. The reason I'm so excited, first of all, this is a Stan Lee, Steve Ditko inspired Spider-Man. That's first of all. Second of all, this is just a pure comic book accurate Spider-Man. So, and I know the level of Mezco. I know what they're capable of. I have bought in quite a few Mezco figures over the years. I don't want to say I bought a lot. I've been very selective about Mezco figures, first of all, because they're just so damn expensive. So I have to be very selective of which Mezco figures that I choose. And the other thing is, not every character they make I'm a fan of or really desperate to get. It depends on what character that they're making. Now, there have been some characters that they have made that I would have liked to collect, but again, when it comes to Mezco, I just have to be very selective. So, there you go. But when it comes to characters, now, the most Mezco figures I've collected has definitely been Batman. I think I've collected most of the iterations of Batman, minus a few. But yeah, Batman has been the most Mezco I've collected. I've also collected the Mezco Blade, but I sold it because I just didn't like it. So I sold it. I've collected Mezco Superman, Christopher Reeve version, the Man of Steel version. So, I've collected a few Mezco figures over the years. You know what I mean? But the past Spider-Man figures that Mezco have done, whether it's recently or in the past, I wasn't interested. I was aware of those figures. I saw them, but I wasn't interested. But once I saw this, I was like, oh, hell yeah. Sign me up. So let's get into this review. So as you can see at the bottom, you see the Marvel sign. You see the Amazing Spider-Man. You see this amazing artwork all over this box. And it is just glorious. It is beautiful. So just to let everybody know, this is going to be a long one, guys. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it might be 20 to 30 minutes, this video. Because this figure has a buttload of accessories like most Mezco figures do. And also, I have a lot of characters that I'm going to put into this video for display. So everybody just, grab something to eat, get yourself some snacks, some popcorn, some beverages, or some dinner, whatever. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this review. All right, so looking back up at the top of the box. So this is just wonderful. Like I said, you saw the bottom. And look at this. This is just beautiful. Look at this. Look at the artwork. You got Mezco Toyz, Marvel, all the, all the Facebook, Twitter, all that. That's really cool. not for children, 18 and older. Warning, choker hazard, small parts. But just look at that art there. Look at Spidey. Look at that. That is beautiful. And also we got Spidey on the side here. You got more art. You got him. You see him fighting Craven. You see him fighting another foe here. Oh, that's the Vulture. You see him fighting the Vulture. Up here, you got more Spidey art. You got Amazing Spider-Man there. You see him fighting Electro. This is just so dope, man. This is the best Mezco box that they have made yet. This is the best one. See more Spidey art there. You see that little Spidey signal on the side. Actually, that's an accessory that they added. You see more Spidey there. You see his little. You see him kicking the shit out of somebody. Yeah, you see him fighting Craven. You see Spidey going up against Vulture back here. Marvel there. More beautiful artwork. This is beautiful. This is just beautiful, man. This is beautiful art. I love it. I absolutely love it. This is just wonderful. So, yeah, you see it says the Green Goblin, Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm going to lift the camera up a little bit so you can see there, all of that. I almost thought that was Doctor Strange, but I think that's another villain that he's fighting there. You see Amazing Spider-Man. So I'm gonna go through it like that. That's what I'm gonna do. See Amazing Spider-Man. You see that Spidey sign. More beautiful art, like I said. This is just wonderful. I'm gonna turn it around again. You see more of it. So you're gonna see that. You're gonna see that. Just wonderful. And from the other side, one more time. You see more Spidey art. More of that. Green Goblin, Vulture, and fighting his enemies. So this is just wonderful. So it's time to crack him open. I'm so freaking excited. I'm so doggone excited. God, this is a figure I've been waiting my whole life for, but did not know or did not think we would ever get it. But here he is. We got him. So let's do it, guys. 8 minutes in. I've been rambling enough. Let's do it. Spider-Man, Mezco. Let's do it. I'm sorry, guys. Before I open him up, I just wanted to get a good look at him. Minus the plastic. So I wanted you guys to get a good look at the box real quick. Without the plastic, See all that? Get that real quick. See all that? Real good there. That's what's up. See the back there. You see those little word bubbles up top. More Spidey fighting the Vulture. It's excellent. Other side. It's just awesome. It's just awesome sauce. I absolutely love this. Absolutely adore this. This is phenomenal. I'm 9 minutes in and I didn't even open up the damn figure yet. Okay, so now we've gotten a look at the box for a second time without the plastic. So, okay, this time I'm just about 10 minutes in. Now we're getting him out of packaging, finally. All right, and here is Ditko Spidey out of the packaging. And he's a small guy. He's smaller than I thought he'd be. But he works. He works. Um I think his upper body is a little bigger than his lower body. His legs are a little scrawny for my taste. So first impressions looking at him, I think he's great. I think he's really good. I think Mezco did a really good job. So right off the bat, he comes out with the Ditko head, the Ditko inspired head, and it looks really good. The webbing is really good. The web lines, everything is really good. So I think they did a really good job. So I'm gonna get a more in-depth look at him in just a sec. So overall, I think he looks pretty good. Um, I do like the Ditko eyes. I think they did really fantastic. Um, the web lines, like I said before, is really good. It's really painted all the way through, very thoroughly. It's top of the line. You see the web lines on his neck. See that there? You can lift up his neck, see it. See all the nice detail, web lines. Now, this is my biggest gripe with the figure. This is my issue. Um, the Spidey symbol on his back should not be that small. It should not be. The Spidey symbol on his back should be much larger. It doesn't have to be overly exaggerated, but it should definitely be bigger than this, for sure. So that's my biggest pet peeve with the figure. The stitching, it doesn't really bother me that much. I know it bothers a lot of people, but what do you expect with Mezco? He also have his web lines across his waist. The web line belt is what I like to call it. You got his Spidey symbol right there, looking really crisp and clean, looking really good. I love the blues and the reds, how it transpires there. I love the material of the costume. It looks really good. It looks really authentic and real. You even got some wrinkles there. You got this Spidey bulge. You got a little bit of texturing throughout the costume. Looking really good. The boots look really good. You see the web lines in his boots. Looks really good. Peg holes at the bottom. So, up and down, Spidey looks pretty good. See him lifting up his fist there a little bit. So overall, I think this figure is a win. I think it's a go. I think it's a win. So I'm going to pop his other Spidey heads on, but before I do, I'm just going to show what they look like up close and personal. So this is the Peter Parker head. It's good. It is good. I like it. It could be better. I'm not going to lie. It's not the perfect Peter Parker head. But it's good. It's solid. You got the nice brown color throughout his hair. His hair is sculpted very nicely. Nice shading. It's a very good Peter Parker head. So that's number one. And here is the other head with the more open eyes. I think I like this head more. I thought it was going to be the Ditko eyes. I thought it was going to be the Ditko Spidey head I was going to like the most, but it turns out it's this one with the wider eyes. So that's really nice. Got another head here, which this head is fantastic. This kind of reminds me of when Mezco did Batman's battle damage head. That's what this kind of reminds me of. But this is just classic comic book right here. This is classic Peter Parker, Spider-Man. I think his glasses are glued on right here. You can move them a little bit if you can see that. But this is classic comic book right here. And this is definitely Ditko inspired because the half of his mask is in the Ditko eyes. And I just think this head just looks phenomenal. This might be the best head out of all of them. So that just looks really cool. I'm gonna put all these heads on him for display. I think, yes, this is the head that you have to put the batteries in, and he has the light up eyes. So I will try to do that if I can. I won't make any promises. Now, his other accessories. Now, he has a Spidey backpack. This is awesome sauce right here. The Spidey backpack. Wow. I mean, wow. So he comes with some pretty awesome accessories. We're going to continue to get into that because he comes with a boatload of accessories. I'm nowhere near done. So he comes with this parachute that he uses. You have to attach the web lines to it. That is pretty sweet. That is pretty awesome. I mean, these accessories, they're just not throwing these accessories in just to throw them in. These are things that Spider-Man used in the comic books. It really is. And so we have his web ball here where he webs one of the bad guys in the face, and that's just going to be awesome sauce. So I'm going to try to put that on display as well. I'm going to put this on one of his villains' heads and just see how cool that will look. So you got that. Still not done. Nowhere near done. Not even close. So we got the Spidey sense here. Now, just to give you a little sample, that's his Spidey sense right there. So that's what you can do. That is pretty much awesome sauce. So you got his Spidey sense right there. That is just wonderful. That is just beautiful. And we have these camera straps here. So one of these straps is used for him to put around his neck and for the camera to hang around him, which I'm going to do that in a little bit. And the other strap, I guess, is for him to just hold around his wrist or something. So that's the two camera straps right there. These accessories are really tiny. And I believe, yes, this is his camera. This is Peter's camera. It looks really good. It looks awesome. So, you know, you got a little bit of detail in the back and at the bottom and on the side. I really gotta be careful because this thing is really small. The top there and on the other side. So that's really cool. You got Pete's camera. That's really, really cool. And this is another cool accessory. You have this awesome Daily Bugle headline where I could barely read it though. Daily Bugle at the top. Spider-Man's identity still a mystery. Gamma experiments at critical stage. So they're talking about Bruce Banner and the Hulk. And there's some other stuff going on there, but it's just too small for me to and when I try to get in closer, my camera doesn't want to focus on it. But that's just really cool. That's really cool. Then you got Daily Bugle on the back. You got some more article reading. That's really cool. I mean, like I said before, these are not just accessories they just thrown in for the hell of it. All these accessories mean something. And also you got Pete's glasses, which is awesome sauce. You have Peter's glasses. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, we also have some more accessories here that I'm about to get into. And my camera is fighting me right now. So now we're going to get into some more accessories. We're going to get into, you see, the web lines, different web accessories, his Spidey tracers, the spider tracer. Yeah, so we have his Spidey mask up there, which is like a folded version of his mask, like where he holds in his hand. You got the web accessories. You have his alternate hands. You have the spider tracers that he uses to track his criminals, his foes. So all that is really cool. And I just wanted to try to get a close-up on it. So let me get a little closer. You can see the hands. Yeah, sorry guys, I apologize. My camera is really fighting me. So you can see the hands. See the hands in there. And you can see the spidey traces. See a thumbs up hand, pointing hand, flipping hands, open, walk rolling hands, gripping hands, 2 more pointed hands, and yeah. Yeah, so you have more open hands, more grippy hands. And that's all of his hands, finally. And you have his Spidey folded up mask, like I said. You have his web lines, as you can see. One is like a loop where he can grab up his enemies. And here is his Spidey traces, like I said. So, that's that. And so, in the other accessory section, department, we have his Spidey shield. We have the 2 batteries there to plug into that mask so his eyes can light up. We got the Amazing Spider-Man display stand. We also have another display. It's not really a display stand. Well, it kind of is. But with the Spidey symbol on it, which I love that. That is really cool. And we also have the piece for the display stand where you can like pose him in like air poses or whatever like that. And one more time, let's just get a good look at the Amazing Spider-Man display stand. So once again, we will get a more in-depth look at the accessories that was in that plastic wrapping. This is black back there. Got the Ditko Spidey eyes. This is like for a display for him, which is really cool. I really like that. I might just sit it back here like this because that is just really cool. I really like that a lot. Also got the Amazing Spider-Man display here. Really cool. You pop that out and put the display piece in there. So that is that. Also the display piece to get him into like some action poses and such. And these are the different web lines. This, I believe, is the web line for the parachute. And this is just a straight web line for when he's webbing up his foes. It looks really cool. Trying to see if I can get it to focus. If I can. Okay, so yeah, so he's webbing up his foes in a straight line. This is for when he's webbing up his foes and he's wrapping his webbing around them. That, which is cool. There's an opening right there, so you can put them around the figure. This is the batteries for that light up feature. It's just so much, man. It's just so many freaking accessories. And once again, these are the hands that he comes with that I mentioned before. Just a more closer, in-depth look at it. I should have did it this way from the beginning. I don't know what I was thinking, trying to do it the other way, trying to be all fancy. Anyway, this is like a dual web line, or this is something to plug into the parachute. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure exactly. But the detail on all these web lines look really good. They look really fantastic. And this is the shortest web line right here. This is the shortest one that Pete is going to use for action poses. And one more time, the spider tracers. The Spidey tracers, which is really awesome. I don't think I'm going to take this out of the plastic. I'm just too freaked out that I might lose it. So those are all the accessories in a nutshell. Now let's get Pete into some action poses. It's a lot to do with him, so I'm gonna see what I can do. And well, actually, let me pop his different heads on. Let's do that first. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, of course, he comes with the 112 collective baggie where you can put all your accessories in, which I still love that. I love that Mezco includes that because these figures do come with a lot of accessories. So we're 25 minutes in and I still have a long way to go. Like I said, this was going to be a long one. So let's continue to get into it. Oh, there's an accessory I forgot to mention. This is the device that he uses for his spider tracer. So that is just so freaking cool. I mean, these accessories are just really thought out and planned. Like I keep repeating myself, they didn't just throw accessories in for just throwing them in. It was really thought out. So this is the device he uses for his spider tracer. All right, so I used one of his gripping hands. I don't know if it's the correct gripping hand or not. I don't know, but that's him holding his folded up mask. Like, you know, he just took his mask off, and you know, he's Peter Parker holding his Spidey mask. So that's pretty cool, and that was not easy to do. So I had to find the right gripping hand for him to hold his Spidey tracer. So as you can see, he's holding his Spidey tracer. So that's really cool as well. I like that. So I'm glad I could pull this off. It was not easy to do though. It was very hard for me to do it. But this is awesome sauce. So you have the spider tracer in one hand, and in the other hand, he has the device that he uses to activate the spider tracer. So that is just really, I mean, this figure is just awesome sauce, man. This figure is just phenomenal. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to display Pete with all of his hands. I might just point out some of the highlight ones that I think that are probably worth showing. So this is his whipping hands in a more better view and angle of the whipping hands. And these are the web effects. The one on the right, you have to plug in because there's a hole there and you have to plug it in, which is actually pretty cool. It's just a little loose. It's not secure enough. And the other web accessory, you have to take the hand off and wrap it around his wrist. But these two web accessories is really cool. That's really cool. And he fell, but that is really cool. That is really dope. I mean, these accessories are really, really dope. Now, this is extremely cool. It was very difficult for me to do this. Extremely difficult. It took me like 15 minutes just to do this. I was really straining and struggling, but you know what? I did it all off camera, so thank God for that. But this is really cool. Like, this is cool. The execution is a little poor because the way you have to connect the webs to his wrist is a little flimsy and it pops out very easily. But when you could do action poses, now this isn't the best action pose probably, but just for example, the fact that you could do something like this is really freaking awesome. It's really sweet. It's really awesome sauce. These accessories are just awesome, man. All right, so those are his open hands slash expression hands, I suppose. And these are like open expressive hands, I suppose. And these are his two grippy hands. And these are his wall crawling hands. So those are his wall crawling hands. And these are his two types of grippy hands. One is a little different from the other one. They're both grippy hands, but one is a little more closed with a open thumb, and the other grippy hand, he's kind of like, he has his open index finger with his thumb out. So that's that. Okay, I am sorry. I think I owe you guys an apology. I think I mixed up the hands in the last one, so these are the same hands, but I alternated them just on a different side. So yeah, sorry about that. And this is awesome. He has the pointer finger hand. So he has the pointed finger hand. That is really cool. That is really awesome. And this is really cool. Spidey has a thumbs up hand. Spidey is giving you the thumbs up. That is really cool. And then we are back to the beginning, back to the original with the two fisted hands that he comes out of the package with. Yeah, so I was trying to get him in like the best pose, but it's not easy, especially trying to fit him on camera. It was really hard for me to do this, but I just thought I would try it out. So this is the display stand after you hook everything up, and this is how you hook him up to the Spidey sense with the display stand. And I mean, this looks really cool. Like I'm not the greatest poser. I'm just not. But this is really cool. This is really cool. Wow. Hang on a second, guys. I'm trying to find the battery that I dropped. I'm trying to install the batteries into the light up head, but I dropped it. So let me see if I can find it, guys. Yeah, so I tried looking for it, guys. I looked all over. I can't find it. It's really small. It's like it's this size. This is the battery that you're supposed to put in here. I took out the piece right here, and I guess I'm just a plain idiot because I didn't know how to install it properly. I even read the damn instructions and I still didn't do it properly, so that's a waste. That's a huge waste. I wanted to show the light up feature, and now I'm not going to be able to, and it's a complete waste, and I'm disappointed, and I'm upset because I'm not going to be able to show it in my review. So I'm very upset. I guess I should have known that I was going to fuck that up, but and here's the instructions. It tells you how to install the batteries in there, and apparently I didn't do it correctly. So there you have it. I fucked up. So anyhow, the show must go on, so I couldn't find it. So we're going to continue on. I'm almost done with the review. Got a couple more things to do and to change a couple more heads, so let's do that. Yeah, so I'm disappointed about the battery, but the show must go on. So we're going to get into the Peter Parker head here, and it looks really good. It looks fantastic, actually. See, he got the half of his glasses. This is basically his Spidey sense head that I already displayed. So that's really cool. So that's this head. Then we have the Peter Parker head that I already showed earlier. I'm going to add the glasses. And that's Pete. That's Pete Parker added on with the glasses. That's really cool. Get a closer look at him with the glasses. And they have some kind of lenses in them to exaggerate his eyes. So that's really cool as well. So that is really awesome. Okay, something. Yeah, so that's good. And this is Pete unmasked with his camera. And that looks really, really cool. And this is Pete with his glasses on and camera, him being the photographer that he is. It's awesome. And this is Pete if you just let the camera hang from his neck. I think the other strap is maybe for him to carry it over his shoulder or something. That's how that goes as well. This is another really, really cool, really dope accessory. His web backpack, and that is just really dope. And that's just from another angle, him holding his backpack, which is really awesome sauce. And there's a close-up shot of the back of his backpack. He's holding it, his web backpack, I should say. And his Spidey cap shield. I'm saying Spidey cap shield. Nah, it's his Spidey web shield, but I'm saying cap because you know Captain America with his shield. So his Spidey cap shield. See if we can turn him from a different angle. He still got his backpack on. I left it on. Yeah, his Spidey cap shield. And this is like his Spidey webbed parachute. This is another cool ass accessory. And once again, it's something that he did in the comic books. So you see that there? You see that? Yeah, so it's like a Spidey parachute, which is really cool. And this was the best I could do with the parachute. It's really tough and it's very top heavy. He doesn't even have the proper gripping hands for it. Like, he has a lot of gripping hands, but most of the hands are too tightly closed or too open, so I just chose the best ones that I could and just tried to display him like that. So that's how he looks with the parachute. And also you can use this parachute as kind of a hammock, like where he's, you know, just chilling, you know, something like this. So this is really cool that you can actually do something like this. This is really, really dope. Man, this figure is outstanding. All right, I think that's about it I covered for accessories. Oh, I think one more accessory I need to do. Actually, two more accessories. This web accessory, I don't really know what to do with it. I think you can attach it to the parachute, and it is articulated, so you can, you know, move it around. You know, it's articulated, so that's really cool as well. But I just don't know what you're supposed to do with it. I don't know what you're supposed to do with this double edge web accessory. Really don't know. And here just goes another cool accessory, another cool way to display. You know, you have Spidey do a web ball and web Spidey in the face. In this case, it is Craven. Awesome, awesome sauce. So as you can see, Spidey comes with a plethora of accessories. He comes with a whole lot of accessories, and I'm so sorry guys that I lost the battery and that I couldn't install it properly, and that I could not display him with the light up feature in his eyes. I'm really disappointed about that. I'm really upset. It's just my dumb luck, like how Peter Parker says his dumb Parker luck. Well, I say it's my dumb me luck. So I'm really disappointed about that, but I hope you guys are still enjoying this long ass review if you're still tuning in. So let's get into size comparisons. I got a lot of size comparisons, so let's do it. So I didn't really realize how small this Spidey is, but he is. So first up, we're going to start off with Ben Reilly's Spider-Man, the Marvel Legends. And this Mezco really is smaller than these other Spider-Man. I guess that makes sense. And up next, we have the custom China import of the Stan Lee Ditko version of Spider-Man Marvel Legends. And he is also taller than this Mezco Spidey as well. And up next, we have the Tobey Maguire Marvel Legends Spider-Man with paired up to the Mezco Spider-Man, and they look about the same height. They're about the same. And up next, we got the Spidey PS4 Marvel Legends up to the Mezco, and yeah, Spidey PS4 is a little bit taller than him. He's slightly taller than him as well. And up next, we have Marvel Legends Daredevil next to Mezco Spidey. And Daredevil is slightly taller than him. He slightly has the edge. And this is the other Daredevil I have standing next to Mezco Spidey, and he is taller than him as well, Daredevil. And here we have Dr. Otto Octavius, the Alfred Molina Sam Raimi version from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and he is also taller than Spidey as well. We have the Marvel Legends Noel. I did review him, right? Yes, I did. I reviewed him. Yes, we have the Marvel Legends Noel, and he dwarfs this Spidey because he's like 8 or 9 inches tall. So of course he's taller than him. And next up, we have the Shocker next to Mezco Spidey. And Shocker is slightly taller. They're almost the same height, but Shocker is slightly taller. And up next, we have Poison next to Mezco Spidey. And I think Poison has the slight edge in height over him as well. And here we have Craven the Hunter, and he is taller than Mezco Spidey as well. And of course, we have the Rhino. And Rhino is bigger and taller than Mezco Spidey as well. No doubts there. And here we have the Marvel Legends Morlun, and he's a little bit taller than him as well. And here we have Hobgoblin, and he is also slightly taller than Mezco Spidey. And we have Hammerhead here next to Mezco Spidey, and he is taller than him as well. But I still think these Marvel Legend figures, I still think they mesh pretty well together with this Mezco Spidey, even though that they're either slightly taller than him or, you know, just more taller than him in general. And up next, we have the Marvel Select Sandman, and he is taller as well. He's not a Marvel Legends, he's a Marvel Select, so. And here we have Electro next to Mezco Spidey, and he is slightly taller than him as well. And this is the first figure that where they're about the same height, and that's the Lizard, the Marvel Legends Lizard next to Mezco Spidey. I think I did Electro already, but if I didn't, I'm just doubly making sure, so I apologize for that, Electro. And here is Mezco Spidey next to Miles Morales, Marvel Legends, and he's taller than him as well. And here's Marvel Legends Hulk next to Mezco Spidey, and he practically dwarfs him, which does make a lot of sense. And we have Marvel Legends Carnage next to Mezco Spidey, and they look about the same height, I think. Or maybe Carnage is slightly taller. And for funsies, we have Madam Web. And last but not least, we have he's not last, sorry. But we have the Green Goblin on his glider next to Spidey, the Marvel Legends Green Goblin. And we have Spidey Pete next to Mary Jane. And we have Pete unmasked next to Mary Jane. We also have Pete next to Daredevil, Matt Murdock. And Pete next to his boss from the Daily Bugle, J. Jonah Jameson. You're a menace! You're a downright menace! J. Jonah Jameson next to Masked Spidey. And so this was really hard to do, extremely hard, but I had to remove the ball joint from the Peter Parker head and place him on the Marvel Legends body, which that was not easy as well. But if you want to get like this classic Peter Parker, like how he was in the Stan Lee and Steve Ditko era, he kind of did dress like this back then. So if you want to get him, you know, on a civilian body, on a Marvel Legends buck looking like this, you can do so. But the ball joint doesn't fit properly into the head, so I kind of had to finagle it a little bit because it's just not compatible. So that kind of sucks for me because I was looking for, you know, some versatility. But yeah, so it is possible if you finagle it like I did, but you know, that's about it. Oh, and also I wanted to give him the completed look with the glasses, so that's pretty cool as well. That's an option. Yes, Peter is a photographer, so I put the camera around his neck, put the camera in his hand, so you can do that as well for display. And for more Peter Parker goodness, you have Ben Reilly and Spidey PS4 Peter Parker, so you have all of that as well. So I'm going to get into final thoughts on this review, and let's do it. Oh, and one final comparison, Norman Osborn next to Peter Parker. Okay, so my quick final thoughts, because I'm running out of time, and this video is long as hell enough. My final thoughts, I'm going to give this figure a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10 because it is just an outstanding figure. And all the accessories, everything he comes with, he is just a complete figure, so he gets a 9 out of 10. That is my review. I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been my review of the Mezco Toyz Marvel Spider-Man. And until the next time, see ya. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a Spider-Man does.